Welcome to In the Library with
Marsha
and Adrian. Today is May 5th. What do we got going on, Marsha?
Cinco de Mayo. Although by the time they're hearing this, it won't be anymore.
Hello, everyone from Cinco de Mayo.
From Cinco de Mayo past. Hope you enjoyed it.
Have you been visited by the three spirits of Cinco de Mayo?
Yes. Early this morning. Oh, too funny. Yeah, nothing really. I just could talk about some happenings at the library. I do have kind of a special surprise for you in a second that you're going to love.
Well, before we get to whatever that is, yesterday, as many of our listeners will be able to figure out, if this is the Cinco de Mayo, yesterday was May the 4th. So I'm going to give you a brief quiz, Marsha, to find out which Star Wars character you would relate to the most.
All right, I love this. May the 4th be with you.
Well, this is Revenge of the 5th.
Oh.
So.
Okay, that's fine too.
Which emotion do you feel the most often? Brave, passionate, happy, or broken?
Happy.
For everyone listening, this quiz is being brought to us by BuzzFeed because I'm super in-depth on this. What do you struggle with the most? Darkness, anger, overthinking, or love?
Anger.
That's what I put you down for already.
You're already answering for me.
Choose, I love that this says choose an old song. Born This Way by Lady Gaga, High Hopes by Panic at the Disco, Clarity by Zed, and Show Yourself by Indina Menzel.
Oh, High Hopes. Did you guess that one? What was your guess for me for that one?
My guess was none of these are that old.
I know, when it said old song, I was hoping for 80s. 80s. I was already thinking of what 80s song I would pick.
When I think of old songs, I'm like, what, are we listening to the Ink Spots?
Motown classics.
Choose a Star Wars actor or actress. Daisy Ridley, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, or Ewan McGregor.
Oh, Carrie Fisher, rest in peace.
Who would be your sidekick? R2-D2, I'm Doing Things Solo, Jar Jar Binks, or Chewbacca?
Going with Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. Okay, now pick a Disney film.
Oh.
Hercules, Frozen, Mulan, or Lilo and Stitch?
Oh, Frozen. The old Disney film, Frozen.
The old film. Would you prefer to play video games, sports, read, or dance?
All of the above. Do I really have to pick one? Those are probably my 4 favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. I mean, I'm going to have to go with read, right?
Read.
You know, we work in a library.
According to this, you got Leia. You can be sassy and controlling. Well, we already knew that. But it's only because you're a true leader. You're brave, and you try to bring hope among every situation. There you go.
Thanks. Did you do this for yourself?
Yeah.
Who are you?
I don't think there's a whole lot of options on this. I got Salacious D. Crumb. Or B. Crumb.
Salacious Crumb. From pod racing. From a lot of things, but I love him in pod racing. Oh, yeah, I know who Salacious Crumb is. That's hilarious.
The funny thing is, I look just like him.
Yeah, if you don't know what Salacious Crumb looks like, you need to look him up, because he does look just like Adrian.
We could be twins.
For sure.
All right, so that was fun.
It was fun. Well, speaking of old music, when I yelled out Motown, I have a random story. I always have random side stories because I'm a one-upper, and every story reminds me of another story that must be shared in that moment. But my mother and I recently took a field trip up to Hitsville, USA, in Detroit, to the old Motown Museum, which is basically just a house. So for all you Motown fans out there, I highly recommend that. You can go on their website and do virtual tours and figure all that out. But Hitsville, USA, Motown Classic. I don't even know. They're not endorsing anything. I just recently went there, and it was very fun for all you music fans out there. Very cool. Very cool. Thanks for the sidebar.
Of course. I have Motown Philly stuck in my head now.
Almost. I don't think Boyz II Men got their start there, but, they were probably inspired by many Motown voices. Should we get into programming? What do we want to do next?
All right. Coming up on May 13th, we have Grown Up Gaming. That's Saturday, May 13th from 5 to 8 p.m. Come and have a relaxing evening of gaming. Snacks will be provided.
It was very fun last time, and back by popular demand, I would say. A lot of the return people are coming. That kind of segues into my little surprise for you. We may as well do it now. We're already off topic. Who cares? I have some board game trivia for you in honor of gaming coming up next Saturday or this Saturday, whenever you're listening to this. I'll start with maybe some easy ones. But what are the 4 railroad properties in Monopoly?
Okay, wait. There is the B&O, There is.
I like that you're looking around the board too. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to think around the board. So, B&O reading Pennsylvania and Shoreline.
Yeah, woo! Very good. In the game, Settlers of Catan, what resource? Oh, do you play that?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
What resource is represented by the green card in Settlers of Catan?
I haven't played Settlers of
I know.
Catan in 20 years.
I thought I didn't want to make it all baby games. I wanted to do a diverse.
Right. Okay.
What resource?
So yellow is wheat.
Also
wheat.
popular in Pitt.
I'm trying to think what the resources are.
Bah.
There's wheat. Oh, it's
That's my hint.
sheep.
So the resource is
Sheep.
oh, it's wool. But yes, okay, I'll give you that. Was that a good hint? Let's see. Oh, here's a good one for you in chess. Considering you just finished up chess club, which piece can only move in an L shape?
The knight.
Yes,
or
very good.
as we call it in chess, the horsey.
The more
That's
technical
the technical
term.
name.
The more technical term. Trivial Pursuit. Are you avid in that?
I've played it.
What color represents the category geography on the card?
Geography. So I'm trying to think what the colors are. There's green, orange,
Yellow, blue,
right?
red, yellow, green, red, blue, blue, blue. Are you cheating?
Blue.
Did you just cheat? In the game, yes, it is blue. You're right. In the game of Jenga, how many wooden blocks are there in a complete set of Jenga? Here's some math for you.
Okay, so it's 3 per row. 48?
Close, 54.
Oh, 50.
All right, you have children. In the game Chutes and Ladders, how many spaces are on the board? Here's some more math for you.
Is it 100?
Yes, very good. Wait, I think we asked this one before, but this is one of my favorites. What is the name of the murder victim in the game of Clue?
That's Mr. Body.
Yes. Have we talked about that on here before?
I don't think so.
I had the feeling of deja vu. I've talked about that with somebody
It's
recently.
like deja vu all over again.
Yeah, deja vu and deja vu. In the game of Ticket to Ride, which did we play Ticket to Ride at our last game night?
We did.
So in the game of Ticket to Ride, this is some things you could be in store for. What is the objective? In a nutshell.
The objective is to have the most points, but you can achieve that by having long railways, by having the longest consecutive railway, completing the mission tickets.
Yes, your answer was better than this one, actually. To connect cities with train routes and score the most points. Ooh, what about Stratego? That's an old school one. Do you like that or not?
I haven't played Stratego in
Do
probably
you know what rank is the highest in Stratego?
general.
The Marshall is ranked one, actually. But it's funny about Stratego. My brother always whipped me in this and chess and whatever. But we played this at my aunt and uncle's house, and they had a board. But my cousin had gotten so angry that he could never capture the flag that he marked it. So once you mark the flag in Stratego, it's kind of hard to play that fair anymore. All right, how many more do you want, and at what scale? Or how about you pick the game? Don't pick something crazy. I shouldn't have you pick the game.
Have you ever played Diplomacy?
Yeah, I was going to say that's not going to be on here. How about, what was the first board game published in the United States?
First board game published in the United States.
It's nothing I would ever have heard of. Thought it was going to be more fun.
We'll see. Like, do chess and checkers count?
I know, I thought that too, or kick the, but yeah, this is
Those are-
Traveler's Tour Through the United States. I've never even heard of that. I'm looking that up later. All right, we'll just do one more. In the game of Risk, how many continents are there on the board game? Total world domination.
Okay, so, well, I mean, there's 6 continents because you don't conquer Antarctica.
Correct. That's the answer. Very good. All right. One last one, I guess. I kept saying one more, but then I keep thinking of fun ones. In the game of dominoes, what is the highest number of pips on one end of a standard domino?
Well, see, back when I was young, most pips I thought they were like dice.
Yeah.
So 6?
Yes, look at you. Very good. You've not played dominoes or Texas Train. Do you play any domino games? Or
Nope,
really?
I don't.
Look at you. You knew the answer.
But I can tell you that dice were created because dominoes were outlawed for a time in China. And so they got around it by they weren't playing dominoes, they were playing dice. And
I
so
didn't know
that's-
that, so they just squared them up instead of flattened them out. That's funny. I did not know that. So dice came after dominoes then. That kind of makes sense. But that is cool. Kind of like the Earth. First it was flat, and then it became a different shape. Okay, well, thank you for playing. But this was actually brought to you by TriviaBliss.com, board game trivia questions. There's a ton on here. There's 100. I only gave you a few, but I knew you'd be pretty good at it since you know all things, especially random things and board games. If you want to learn a new game or bring a game you have, some people bring their games that if you have a game that's multiplayer and you're the only one who likes to play it, bring it. We'll have some gamers here. All right, back to you.
Let's see. Coming up on Thursday, May 18, 2023 at 6 p.m., we will have historian and author Ted Long presenting on his upcoming book, The Toledo Letters. Come out. It'll be a good time.
I've had a lot of people talk about that and ask about that. I'm excited for that one, too. I was curious as to what the letters are. We don't know. That's the mystery. They're just letters to and from Toledo? Mm-hmm. Great. So if you lived in Toledo or you know about Toledo. All right. Drop-in device advice is continuing through May 16th. That's the first and third Tuesday of the month from 1:30 to 3. You can bring in your own laptop, phone, tablet, anything you have a question on, and you can bring it in, and we will help you out. Drop-in device advice.
So I dropped my laptop, and it's broken. Do you think she can help me with that?
I mean, she can try.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
That's it.
The Bedford Branch Library is proud to present a science fiction double feature picture show coming Saturday, May 27th from 6 to 10 p.m. We're going to be showing a double creature feature. We're going to have Them, the 1954 version, and Night of the Lepus from 1972. Giant ants, giant rabbits, bad acting.
I've never seen that. It makes me think of something from Mystery Science Theater. Is that what it's going to be like? Are you making comments like Mystery Science Theater 2000 and 3000?
We weren't. It was going to be more of a drive-in style, but
okay.
Maybe we can do that in the future.
I'm just asking. I think it'd be fun. We kind of turn all movies into Mystery Science Theater where I come from. So a couple of things. Think spring at your library. We have so much stuff going on here. Besides the houseplant library, we have a seed library. We have garden beds that you can check out. There's just so much cool stuff. And then coming up will be mushroom hunting, walk and talk through the woods with mushroom foraging expert Andrew Felser. That is on May 11th from 12 to 2. On May 13th from 11 to 1 is seed bombing. It's a make and take workshop. I think that sounds kind of fun. And then also on May 27th from 2 to 3 is composting class with Master Gardener Bob Bransky. He has been here before. He's pretty awesome and popular. It did say pre-registration appreciated, so I don't know if they're supplying some things that they'd like to get a number on, but you can always go to mymcls.com to check out these events that you can register for too. Do you have any more? Because I have one last one.
I don't have anything.
Okay, I didn't know what else was in front of you. The last one that I'm going to talk about is Singing All the Good Old Songs Again with Jackie and Gary. They're actually doing two performances. They're doing one on Friday, May 19th at the Summerfield Petersburg Library at 3 o'clock. It's a Friday afternoon. And then their performance here at the Bedford branch is going to be on Sunday, May 21st at 2. Come on out. These guys are great. They are doing, I'm kind of calling this like my last day at Bedford, so come on out and see me. But they are really fun. They do folk songs and sing-along songs. They do a lot of Gordon Lightfoot, who recently passed away.
Wow.
Rest in peace, Gordon Lightfoot. They do jokes and humor. They're very fun.
Well, clearly this says singing the good old songs again, so you can probably expect Born This Way by Lady Gaga.
High Hopes by Kenny Disco. Yes. They besides they do some Gordon Lightfoot, as I mentioned, and some folk songs. They also do like This Land Is Your Land, got a banjo. They tell some jokes in between. They do some original work. Jackie, who is part of this group, was part of the New Christie Minstrels. If you're familiar, and even if you're not, look that up. That is, speaking of older songs, no offense, Jackie, but they are lovely. They are lovely people. I've been saying it's kind of, for me, it's come full circle. They did my last concert at the Dundee Library. We had found them online and they were super fun. They kind of are geared for schools and libraries. They're great at entertaining. They did my last day at the Dundee Library, and then they were my first concert here at the Bedford Library. So they came to the Dundee Library the last day I worked there, and we had a concert there in the spring, and then in the fall they were the first Sunday concert I had here at the Bedford branch. So they're kind of getting my first and last bookends to my career here at the Bedford branch. Who knows? Maybe there's a concert at Ellis in the future. We don't know. No one knows. Oh, this podcast is going to take a lot of work. I was tuning in. My nephew has a podcast. A little shameless plug for him. His birthday was yesterday, also on May the 4th be with you. My nephew, Steve. Hi, Steve, if you're listening. But he has a podcast that he does with a couple of his friends that I've known since they were, 4. And so it's really special to me because they say funny things. But I just learned that his one friend they're going to have another baby. And she, Elodia, works here at the library. So I found it out by listening to his podcast, and then I reached out to him. So podcasts are, fun way to stay in touch with people.
I don't know how to tell you this.
You're cutting all that out.
No,
You can.
The thing crashed. It stopped recording like 3 minutes ago.
That's perfect, because who knows what I'm even talking about. We can just get rid of all that.
I'm sorry. We got to just do that all again.
No,
I'm so sorry.
We just can skip it. It does not even need to be on there. Is it because I clapped and shook the table?
I don't know. It just stopped recording. So
that's fine. It's probably too long. We're good.
No, I'm kidding. It's still going.
Do you want to do trivia?
So thanks for tuning in to In the Library with
Marsha
and Adrian. And remember to hit that subscribe, ring that like bell, notification, something or something. I'm not a YouTuber.